everyone, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be my September empties and low buy update. This is where I talk about my progress towards having less, learning to love less, learning to shop less, all of that stuff. But let's start with my empties. I like to go in categories and I like to start with the boring stuff first. So let's start with hair products. I like to keep track of my hair product empties just to get an idea of how long it takes me to go through things, but these do not count towards my low buy in any way. I do feel like I have my hair care pretty much under control. It's not a category that I have a tendency to like impulse shop, and so it's not part of my low buy, but I like to keep track of my empties for hair care anyways. And I have two conditioners actually that both finished this month. This one is from the Candy Johnson and OGX holiday collection. Who remembers this? This is the Candy Gumdrop scent. And I think this was from coming up on 3 holiday seasons ago. And I bought a shampoo and conditioner from all 3 scents from that collection because I love Candy Johnson and I love the scents of these products and I really enjoyed this. This lasted forever. I don't condition every time I wash my hair and I don't wash my hair every time I shower. I wash my hair about every 3 or 4 days and I condition with this conditioner like every other time. So like once a week. So this lasted forever and it's gone. I had already finished the shampoo that matched this a while ago, so now this is gone too. She did recently come out with like a mermaid scent in collaboration with OGX, and so I bought the dry shampoo, but I did not buy the shampoo and conditioner because I still have other shampoos and conditioners to finish off before that. But this is gone. I also finished this right here. This is from I think it's called Japonesque, but I could be totally wrong about that. But my hairdresser gave me this, and this was a conditioner that had purple dye in it, a lavender purple dye. It was a beautiful product. I don't know why I'm opening it because the jar is absolutely empty, but it had a very interesting smell. It was very essential oils kind of smell. I have no idea what they put in here to make it smell the way that it did, but it was a lavender tinted conditioner that my hairdresser gave me. Not the last time I was there, but like the time before. So these two are both gone and getting recycled. The next category I'm going to talk about are the skincare products that I use from the neck below. So like body lotions. And I have 2 of those as well. Both were in my 2020 Advent Calendar project pan. Did I even talk about this in my 2020 Advent Calendar update? I might have skipped over this completely. I think I forgot to mention this. I actually finished 5 products in the past month, not the 4 that I thought I did. I don't think I talked about this at all. I'm losing it. Anyways, both of these products were in my 2020 Advent Calendar. This one is a very, very old Earth Therapeutics anti-stress massage lotion, and it was literally like down to here. So even though this is a full-size product, I put it in that project because it was so close to being gone, and I finished it in like a week. And same thing with this one. This is a full-size sample, and I finished this in like a week. So 2 more lotions, all gone. Next, let's talk about perfume. I haven't mentioned a perfume empty for all of 2020, I don't think. Maybe way at the beginning, maybe in January I had a perfume empty, but this is the first time since like January that I've had a perfume empty to talk about, and I actually have 2. I finished my Leap perfume that was in my A to Z project pan. This is the first full-size perfume that I've used up in years and years and years and years. It has been so long since I've finished a full-size perfume, so I am really happy. I just posted my perfume inventory a couple of days ago, so hopefully you caught that. But this is the perfume that I finished, and I could not be happier. I know that I will not miss this perfume. There is some nostalgia kind of attached to the scent. Like I smell it, and it takes me back to my early 20s, which was, you know, good times. But I don't really like the scent. You know, I don't this isn't a scent that I think is me. It's not really the way I want to smell when I come to people, when I meet with people. This isn't necessarily a scent that I want others to associate with me. So I'm happy to have it used up and out. I'm perfectly fine with that. It was a nice scent, but I'm so glad this is gone. I'm so glad to have one full-size perfume out of my stash. I'm happy. I also finished this sample of Twilly from Hermes, and this was recently rolled into my graveyard project pan just as an easy product to wrap up before the finale on October 31st. And I really actually enjoyed this product. One of you requested that I do a quick review on this product while I'm talking about it. So this is Twilly de Hermes by Hermes, and it says, the spicy spirit of a daring fragrance colored with vibrant pink peppercorns, tender rose, and elegant patchouli. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what pink peppercorns smell like. I don't know what elegant patchouli smells like. I do know what tender rose smells like. This is a floral scent. It is not a scent that I would typically gravitate towards. Like a lot of high-end perfumes, this is a very complicated blend of scents. It's not just one thing. And I think that's what makes a lot of high-end perfumes so good. A lot of the cheap, affordable, low-end perfumes are just simple. Like, you get what you get. You want honeysuckle, you smell like a honeysuckle. You want rose, you smell like a rose. When you get to some of these really high-end perfumes, they have a lot of layers to them. And this is definitely one with a lot of layers. I cannot put my finger on this scent at all. And like I said, it's not a scent that I would typically go for, but I really like the way that this smells on me. It's a very pleasant scent, and I really enjoyed using it. It was easy to come back to this day in and day out and reapply. And would I consider buying a full size of this? Maybe. I mean, obviously, if you saw my perfume inventory 2 days ago, you know I'm not in the market for a new perfume, but this was a beautiful scent. It's really cute too. The bottle, look at that bottle. That's adorable. Looks like a little guy wearing a fancy bowl hat. Yeah, so I really enjoyed it. Perfumes are such a personal topic. Like, what smells good on me doesn't smell good on you. I don't know what smells good on you doesn't smell good on me. So I don't like to say one thing too strongly or the other, but this worked for me and I really enjoyed it. Okay, next we're gonna move on to the products I use on my face. I have 3. The first one is one of my lash serums. This is the Rodan and Fields Enhancement Lash Boost. I'm completely hooked on this product at this point, and I'm like chained to this product from here on out. My eyelashes have never looked this good in my entire life. For the first time ever, I'm not like longing for lash extensions or beating myself up for not learning how to apply false lashes. I'm just happy with my lashes the way they are, and I've never been able to say that before. This product is ridiculously expensive, and it comes with a Rodan and Fields consultant that may or may not ride your ass indefinitely. I mean, I get a message from her like once a week, but it's worth it because this product really works. It's so good. I just apply it like eyeliner above my lashes every night before I go to bed, and I wake up with, look at that. My lashes have never looked that good. I also finished this sample of Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This was sent to me by Influencer for review purposes. I really enjoyed this. I don't know if I feel the need to invest big money in serums. If I've said this once, I've said it 100 times, but I have a hard time reviewing serums. It's really hard for me to judge a good serum from a bad serum, but I believe in serums, and so I keep using them and I keep buying them. I just don't know if I would buy this one. There are more affordable serums that are cruelty-free, and for those 2 reasons, I probably would not buy the full size of this. But aside from those 2 reasons, the price tag and their cruelty-free status, I really liked it and I thought it was a good serum. But I'm horrible at determining the differences in serums. And I do have like a wrinkle like getting ready to pop up right here. I saw it the other night and I freaked out, but there's like a line. I'm not gonna try to show it to you because that would mean I would have to raise my eyebrows and I don't want to do that. But there's a wrinkle getting ready to pop right there. So I'm using the serums. The last product in my empties for my face is this Neostrata Bionic face cream. This was also in my 2020 Advent Calendar Project Pan. It felt a lot like Vaseline. It was very thick. It was very greasy. It was a great nighttime moisturizer. I wish it would have been drier out when I was trying to finish this off, but it was still good even with there still being some moisture left in the air. I do not know anything about the brand Neostrata. Never heard of it before. Never heard anybody talk about it on YouTube. I don't think I've ever seen it in Ulta or Sephora. This was handed down to me from a friend who no longer wanted it. She decluttered it to me. And that's all I know about this product. Maybe I would look into buying this, but right now I have plenty of moisturizers that I have to get through before even thinking about purchasing another nighttime moisturizer, so I'm not worrying about that just yet. Right now, I'm just glad to have another empty for this category. Let's talk about makeup empties. My first makeup empty is this Rimmel Match Perfection Concealer. I loved panning this product. This was a joy to pan. It was also in my Graveyard Project pan, and I absolutely loved it to the point where I cut it open and scraped all of it out. I enjoyed it that much. I remember purchasing this at Walmart several years ago. I don't know if this is still available or not. There was a time when every YouTuber on earth was using this as their under eye concealer. Obviously, that was a long time before Tarte Shape Tape. But this was everybody's holy grail at one point, and I fell for the hype and I bought it. And when I initially used it, I was not that impressed with this. But this time around, I paired it with a different concealer and my Laura Mercier setting powder, and those three products together were magical. And I was very happy with the results that this provided. And I'm sad to see it go. I'm sad to see it go, but it is gone and it's a makeup empty. And I have a lot of concealers, so I do need to get my numbers down. I'm happy to have my concealer category go down by 1 with this empty. My next empty is a liquid illuminator from Japonesque. I cut this one open as well and scraped out all the product. This was a Japonesque liquid light illuminator. I had this in my A to Z project pan. And this year in particular, I've come to realize that I don't think I really need liquid illuminators in my life. These kind of cream liquid shiny things don't really do it for me. I like a cream highlighter, like a ColourPop cream highlighter, and I like powder highlighter, but these liquid highlighters, I don't get, I don't want, I don't need, and I don't want to keep anymore. So I'm going to try to keep panning my way through all of my liquid illuminators, and I'm really excited to know that this is one category I will not need to repurchase once I use up what I have, because I don't get it. I don't need it. It doesn't do it for me. My next empty is a Bite lipstick. This is in the shade Cafe. What project was this in? This was in my Labor of Love It project pan this summer. I panned the first half last year in a different project, and I finished it off this year in Labor of Love It. It is completely gone. This was a beautiful shade. I have, like everything, I say this with every product, but I'm really keeping the blinders on with what's out there. So I don't know if this product is still available or if Bite is still making a shade called Cafe, but this was a very pretty shade, and I would definitely consider buying a full size in a million years when I actually need a lipstick. But for now, I don't need a lipstick, and I'm happy to have this out of my stash. I always feel like I'm beating the clock when I finish a Bite product. Like, we all know how natural they are. We all know that there's not a lot of preservatives in them. So if I finish it before it goes bad, I beat the clock. So that's pretty awesome. My next makeup empty is this little sample from Bareminerals. This was a foundation sample, but it was in the shade Toffee, which is too dark for me, so I used it as like a bronzer, kind of bronzing powder, and it's gone. I finished this deluxe sample of Posy Tint from Benefit. Great product. Again, I don't see the need for a liquid blush. I like a cream blush, I like a powder blush, not a liquid blush, so I would not repurchase this. but I did enjoy this very much. And I thought it was a beautiful shade of pink. It was very, very pretty, very summery, very, you could see some on the wand. Just pink, very pretty. I should use that up. Next, I have two little foundation samples. Both were in my 2020 Vision Project pan. This is a 10-plus-year-old sample of foundation from Prescriptives. That's a little bit embarrassing, but it was a good foundation and I'm so glad I used it up. I don't know what the name of this foundation was. I know it was from the brand Prescriptives, but I think they have 3 or 4 different foundations in their line, and I don't know which foundation this was, but it was great. It was a little bit too dark for me. It was perfect a month ago when I was a little bit tanner, but now that my tan has already started to fade, this is too dark for me, but I am so glad I used this up. I'm so happy. I also finished this little sample from NYX. This is the NYX. It reminds me of the Cover FX Control Drops. This was in the shade Beige. It just says NYX Professional Makeup. It doesn't specify what this foundation is called, but it reminds me so much of the Cover FX Control Drops. Just a really liquidy pigment, and it was too liquidy. It was too runny. I'd like a foundation that's a little bit thicker, that it doesn't run off my face while I'm trying to apply it. So glad to have this gone. And my last empty that I'm gonna talk about today is this guy right here. This is my itty bitty sample of Bareminerals Boss. This is the Gen Nude Liquid Lipstick, and I've been trying to pan this for like 3 years. This little sample has been with me in different projects for like 3 years, and I just couldn't make it happen. Back when I was doing lip service, I had this in lip service. I put it in lip service. Is somebody spraying a hose out there? I put this in my lip service project like 2 years ago for like an easy win. Just something to move out so that I could get back to panning some more difficult lipsticks. And I couldn't pan it then. It was too much. And then I carried it around in my purse for like a year, and I would use it every now and then. And finally, I have finished this. This is currently in my Partners in Cream project pan, and I took the stopper out like a year ago. And I just wanted to get what I could get with the stopper out. Like, there's a little bit at the bottom, and I'm not gonna bother digging it out. But I just wanted to be able to like wipe the sides clean and get the brush clean. And that took forever, but I finally did it. This is finally an empty. Don't let this little size deceive you. There was a lot of product in here, at least for me. I really like the Gen Nude Liquid Lipstick formula. I wasn't crazy about this color. It was nice enough, but it's not like my perfect nude. It was a little too close to my lip color, to be honest. You know how people talk about a lipstick that's their lips but better? This wasn't my lips but better. It was just my lips but my lips. It looks like my lips without anything on them. So I wasn't really motivated to put this on every day. But I did enjoy mixing this with a little bit of lip gloss. I did enjoy mixing this with a lip liner that was a little bit rosier. And that's how I ended up using it up. So it's finally gone. And I'll be rolling something new at the next update of Partners in Cream. I don't know what it's gonna be. I gotta think about it. It's 60 degrees and the kids are chasing each other with my garden hose outside. I need to crack some skulls. All right, guys, let's move on to my low buy update. Walking into this month, I had a reserve of 2.5 points in my low buy bank. Not good, but at least I wasn't in the negative. And at last month's low buy update, I did mention that I had made a purchase. So we already know that we have to crunch some numbers today and see where I end up as of today. So when I look at all of my empties, I'm going to give myself 6.5 points for my empties. Let me show you what they are. I am going to give myself 2 points right here, 1, 2. I am going to give myself a point for this Bite Beauty lipstick, a point for this Rimmel concealer, and a point for this Japonesque Illuminator. So that's 5 points. And I'm going to give myself 3 half points for these 3 products here. The Bareminerals foundation sample, the Posy Tint, and the Bareminerals Gen Nude Liquid Lipstick. So that takes us to 6.5 points. In combination with the 2.5 points I started this month out with, that takes me to 9 points. Normally, we would be celebrating those 9 points, but I did make a purchase. Let me show you what I bought in the past month. First of all, I was sent 2 products for review. The first one is this hand sanitizer from Muse that I received complimentary from Octoly. I already reviewed this in a video a couple days ago. If you want to see what that's all about, you could check that video out. But I'm not going to count this towards or against my low buy. Hand sanitizer is not a category that I struggle with impulse buying. I don't have any other hand sanitizers. This is the only hand sanitizer I own. So I'm not gonna count this one way or the other. I'm just mentioning it as a product that came into my stash over the past month. Another product that was sent to me is this Telsa Kombucha Essence, T-Tox Essence. Let me open the bottle. I've been using this for the past couple of days. I'm going to post a review on the 08L website soon. But this is an essence, and I've been using it every night as part of my nighttime skincare routine. And I am going to count this against my low buy. This is going to cost 2 points because it's a full-size product. And I don't have any other essences, but I kind of keep them in the same category as my serums. So this came in, and so far I've been enjoying this product very much. I will have a review on this in the next week or so on my Instagram. The big purchase this past month, however, came from the Too Faced website. So, a lot of you guys were guessing that I bought an eyeshadow palette. I did not buy an eyeshadow palette. I knew I would be in big trouble if I bought an eyeshadow palette, and I just don't have enough points to justify an eyeshadow palette. The truth is, I didn't have enough points to justify this purchase either, but something happened. Last month, I did my Dust Collectors Get Ready With Me, and in that Get Ready With Me, I used the Too Faced Peach Perfect Primer and Foundation. And I had like the most amazing skin day, face day, makeup day in a long time. Like every time I looked in the mirror, I stopped myself and was like, I like it. We're having a good day. We're having a good day. We're feeling good. We're looking good. It's a confidence boosting kind of day. It was such a good day that I almost didn't want to wash my face that night. Like I cried a little bit when it was time to wash my face because my skin, everything just looked so good. And although I wasn't crazy about my eyeshadow that day, I was using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette. My face was perfect. I went to bed that night after posting that video. I got a lot of good feedback from you guys, so thank you for that. And the next morning I woke up and my friend from Italy tags me in a post on Instagram where Too Faced is announcing they're dropping the Peach Perfect line. I was devastated. It turns out I have gotten to the point where I can resist a good deal. Like I've gotten to that point where I can look past a makeup purchase for the sake of a good deal. I do now know that that's silly. What I haven't gotten past is the idea of something that is being discontinued permanently and letting that go. And that's really what this purchase was all about. These are products that are going to be discontinued completely, and I just couldn't stand the thought of not having them, even though I don't need them right now at all. These are not products that I currently need in any way. And who knows when the next time will be that I get to use them. But because they were being discontinued, I bought them. So let me fess up and show you what they are. First, I bought the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. This time I bought the shade Light Beige. The shade that I currently have, I think it's called Natural Beige, and it's more like my summer color. And I'm hoping that this shade Light Beige will work for me more like for more months of the year. There it is right there. I actually think this will be a really good color match for me. I love that smell. So I picked that up. I also picked up the Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray. This is something that I really wanted the first time it went around, and I passed up on it because, I don't know, maybe I had a little bit of self-control. But now that it's being discontinued, I decided it was time to get it. I understand that you have to shake the absolute heck out of this product before you spray it, otherwise you'll get like white specks of powder on your face. But I am so happy to have this and to be able to try it out. So I bought this. Another product from the line that I've always wanted but I've never purchased is the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. Again, I understand that if you apply this with your mouth open, it'll taste like you're eating peach scented candy. I might do that on purpose to see if that's true. But this was a product I've heard really good things about from a lot of people, and I just always assumed I would eventually get it. But now that it's being discontinued, I was out of time. There was no more, I'll get it later, I'll get it eventually. Nope, I'm out of time. I have to have this. I bought it. I don't have to have it. I did not have to have this. But at the time, I felt like I had to have it. At the time, by the way, Too Faced was also having a site-wide sale. And so all of this was at a discounted price. I spent less than $100 on all of this stuff, which is a lot of money, but it was a good deal. I picked up another foundation. This is the Too Faced Tutti Frutti Do You Full Coverage Fresh Glow Foundation. I've always wanted to try this, and I made a panic purchase. This is in the shade Nude, which I think is lighter than light beige, but they were already, look at that, that is so cute. They were already running low on shades, and so I bought this because it's really the closest thing they had to my shade. And actually, it looks like a good shade match for me. It is a little bit lighter than the light beige. I'm assuming the light beige is oxidized a little, but this looks like, it smells so good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this shade Nude will be a great winter shade for me. It actually would work right now. Oh my gosh. I know I've been trying to get my foundation numbers down, but honestly, I have no regrets about buying either of these. These are like, I should probably regret it, but I don't. All right, the last purchase that I want to talk to you guys about is not probably, it's definitely the worst one out of the bunch, but this is, look. I told myself that I would not buy this. I told myself that I would wait. I didn't tell myself that I would not buy it. I told myself that I could wait to get it. I told myself, you don't need that right now, you could wait. You will get it eventually. You don't need it right now, you'll get it eventually. Well, now it's being discontinued. So it's now or never. And it's this guy right here. This is the Too Faced Sugar Peach Wet and Dry Face and Eye Palette. This is what it looks like here. Did I need any of these products? No. No, I did not. I did not need any of these. But I don't regret buying this, you guys. Is that crazy? Yes, it is. It's a little bit crazy, but I bought it. I did it. It happened. It is what it is. So let's talk about where I'm at with my balance. This palette alone has 4 pans of product. That's 8 points against my low buy. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Because those 9 products came into my house over the past month, I am charging myself 18 points against my low buy. And as of right now, I only have 9 points in my bank, which puts me at a deficit of 9 points. I'm in the hole again. I can't say I'm too surprised about that. I saw this coming. And honestly, if I could have waited 6 more months to buy any of these products, or a year or 2 years, I would have waited. I could have waited. but the products wouldn't be around in 6 more months or a year or 2 years. And I have been around this makeup game long enough to know that a lot of times when something's being discontinued, it's because something even better is around the corner. But it doesn't matter because I love these products enough that I don't care what's better and what's coming next. I wanted these products right here. So I bought them. So as of today, I'm in the hole. My low buy bank is at a -9. When I first started this low buy journey, there was no allowances for going in the negative. That was not part of my rules. If I didn't have the points, I couldn't buy the makeup. Somewhere along the line, I've kind of bent the rules a little bit for myself, and I am allowing some leeway with some negative points. I feel like overall, this system is working for me. But when I first started this project, there wasn't going to be any negative points allowed, and we're in the negative. What I can tell you is that I have a ton of almost empties in my bathroom. There are so many full-size products that I am this close to finishing off, and they will be in my October empties. So I am really hopeful and really optimistic that I will be back out of the hole by this time next month, and that I will dig myself out of this hole, because I'm expecting a lot of full-size empties, and I'm not expecting to be making any purchases in the next month, but you know, if it happens, you guys will be the first to know. That is it for this update. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Gotta go yell at some kids playing with my hose again.